it's Horse Creed, and today I'm going to be introducing a couple games I might be playing in the future. So the first one you see is Elysia. It is a horse racing game, and all you're doing is racing. So the mode I'm in right now is called Speed Mode, and in a second I'll explain what you do in Speed Mode. But this is the lobby where you just, when you're online, you can wait for other players, you can select the map, you can do different things. But in the speed mode I'm currently in, there's teams. So there's the blue team and the red team. It has to be an even amount, so there can't be 3 blues and 2 reds. It has to be 2 reds, 2 blues, 3 reds, 3 blues, etc. But it has to be evened out. The top amount of team members you can have is 4, so there can be a total of 8 players in one lobby round or something like that, or in one round. So I'm actually about to start here. So in Elysia, you can like I said, all you can do is race and just take care of your horse. In the loading screen, you can see that there's a horse flying. You actually can fly, which I love. And besides, the flying animation is actually pretty graceful, so I like that too. So the racetrack I'm on right now is called I think it's like Jose Forest or something like that, or something, I don't know, just something like that that looks like Jose but without the accent on the S or something like that. Sorry, that is probably wrong. So on speed mode, you collect horseshoes like I am right now. When you get to a certain level, you can unlock an advanced track. So there would be shortcuts like the one I'm on right now. This is a shortcut. The ground below is the regular track, and this is also a shortcut, is right over here. So the person in front of me is collecting all the horseshoes, and I don't get much of a boost. So that actually leads on to my next thing, is the horseshoes, which gives you a boost. So when you get enough horseshoes, you can get boost 1, 2, and 3 on when the whole meter is full. But if you start collecting horseshoes on the way, see, now I'm at full, so now I'm using them. If you keep collecting horseshoes while you're on like booster 3, then you can get to like booster 4, 5, and 6. I think you can get to a higher boost, but from what I've seen, I think the highest boost you can get is like 6 or 7. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but so a couple of things I need to say is that on the bottom left is the meter. The orange is what you're gaining, and the yellow is where your horseshoe, where like the limit is for the first horseshoe, and then it just keeps going until you fill up your meter. So the controls of it is actually pretty tricky. You might need to look up a video for it because it's actually pretty hard to explain. And I just screwed up my jump there, but I still had a booster, so good for me. So yeah, the controls of it is actually really confusing, so I suggest you look at a video to find it. And since this is team mode, when you get to a certain level when you get to a certain point on the bottom, like on the bottom center, there's a bar there. And since I'm on the blue team, like you saw earlier, I had a blue fire on the horse's hooves, which is like a team boost. So the R is the Reds team level, and the yellow is what we're gaining, and the blue is where that's just where one point to another goes. That's a little confusing to explain, but so the next thing we're gonna go to is magic mode. So I will be right back. And we're back. So this time I'm gonna do a magic mode tutorial, and as you currently see, I'm in magic mode. So we're gonna get ready to start. 3, 2, 1, go, or start, and we're off. So magic mode is basically, like the name entails, it's magic mode. So on the bottom left, you'll see a kind of like a sphere a little bit, and in the middle of it, you'll just see what magic I have. The one I currently had was shield, and the one I just cast was like it was a storm, so anybody in first place would get electrocuted, and I just got shot, so that's a great thing, and it was critical. Oh, also one other thing, you can also get eggs in this game. So when you get eggs, you can hatch them, and you can get pets. So on the rump of my horse, it's a little hard to see, but on the rump of my horse there should be a blue seal. It might pop up in just a second. There it is, and it's gonna go away because I'm running. And what tends to happen is that the seal or your pet will just run with you, basically. Your pet doesn't really do anything. It's more like just there, just for the heck of it. And yeah, so on the top left, no, top right, excuse me, on the top right, you see there's kind of like a little mini chat on what kind of happens around the arena, or not the arena, it's more like what happens on the track. So let's say I blasted somebody, like I get a certain spell that allows me to like hit somebody, like let's say a green shell, like in Mario. Let's say green shell somebody and it shows. So since I got iced, you see that it shows the person who casted it, and then I ran over it, which is not good. So yeah, that's that, and then on the bottom right, yeah, on the bottom right there's the map. So the map is, as the name entails, it's just a map. That's literally all it does. It just shows you where everybody else is. The yellow is you, and the green is the other players. So that's basically it for that. And someone just got electrocuted, so that's a great thing, especially since I'm in second place. Also, you might see like right where the horse is, there's yellow and yellow arrows. They'll turn red if they're getting closer. So yeah, that's also another thing. You'll figure it out more when you watch it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little commentary on Elysia, and now we're going to be going on to another game. Bye! Okay, so this is our next game called Star Stable. Star Stable is kind of like Elysia a little bit, where you can take care of your horse, you can ride it, of course, and you can race, you can be with other players, but I always found Star Stable is more of a hands-on game. So what you can do is, you can, like I said, you can feed it, you can hoof pick it, but in Elysia you can't really hoof pick, brushing. More hoof pick, I've actually found there's actually not that many games that would have a hoof picking option in it, because I have no idea why, but that's just it. So I always found Star Stable as a more hands-on game. Oh, also another thing, you can do chores like I'm doing. I can muck the horse's stall. I can give them water. I can feed them, and it just basically allows me to get more money. It doesn't really help my level, or it helps my horse's level. It's just all in money, basically. And as you can see, I'm a pretty poor person. So yeah, that's that part. So in in Star Stable, you can get different horses. As you might see in the background, there's a variety of different horses. Like there would be Frisians, there's Pintos, there's Fjord horses. I don't know how to say it correctly. It's like, it starts with an F and then Jord. Like, I always said Fjord. I'm probably not saying it correctly. But you can get those kind of horses. You can get ponies. You can get draft horses. But with draft horses, that you can ride them, obviously, but you can't like hook them up to like a wagon or something like that. That would be a pretty cool option, but you can't do that. So yeah, that's kind of all about Star Stable. There's nothing really much to it. It's like I said, it's more of a hands-on game. Yeah, that's basically it for Star Stable. I'm actually going to show you a piece of something else that's new that I've actually not seen before, because I'm actually a really old player, but I've not played on it since 2 years ago. So yeah, that's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off here, and I'm going to show you a newer option that I found. Okay, so this next thing is the mall option. I really like this option so far that I've seen. I'm a really old player, but like I said, I've not played in like 2.5 years, or I just have not been playing in a while, because my account got corrupted or something happened. So I basically lost all my data. So in the mall, it's just as the name entails, you can get stuff, you can get clothes for yourself, you can get clothes for your, or clothes, you can get, you're allowed to get like equipment for your horse, you can get equipment, like, it's just basically an area where you and your horse go, but only you can go. So, that's that part. There's nothing really much to explain about this. This is just an option I just really like so far because it's been 2 years since I played this. Like I've said, like probably 5 million times. But I just really like this option. It's a nice option. It's pretty, from what I've seen, it's actually it's a pretty useful option. And yeah, so we're gonna go on to the next game, and the next game is, in my opinion, I find as a pretty popular game, but I'm still a newbie at it, so bear with me what I say about it. And any of you players out for the next game, give me some tips if you know how to play it, because like I said, I'm still a newbie with it. So I hope you guys like it. So for our last game, it is League of Legends. League of Legends is, I always found it kind of like as a Clash of Clans kind of game. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think I always found it kind of that way. So with League of Legends, it's just like a fighting game. You can fight other players, you can fight bots. Honestly, I don't really know. I'm not that too familiar with League of Legends. I am still a bit of a newbie, so bear with me what I say, like I said. But in the battle I am in right now, it's a bot mode, so yeah, I still don't really understand it that well. I half the time I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just trying to beat the enemy, get rid of, like, take down a couple of the minions if I can, so I can get some points and get some upgrades. I actually have watched a couple people play it, and I'm trying to still understand it, but I'm still, like I said, I'm still trying to get it officially. So if any of you League of Legends players out there like to give me some tips on how should I play, that would be actually really great because I could use some tips. The player I'm actually playing right now is Warwick. So there's Warwick. I actually like Warwick a little bit better than any of the other players, but I think Warwick is a pretty simple player from what I was told. So yeah, that's League of Legends. There's nothing much to really tell because I'm not that too familiar with it, and it's a pretty popular game in my opinion. So that's it for League of Legends. These are the only 3 games I will be playing in the future at the moment. There actually might be a couple of games I might be playing in the future, but whenever I record it, like, backfires itself, so I'm not really sure. I might see if I could do a video on Assassin's Creed Unity. That is a game I have been playing for a while, but it's giving me some recording issues. If you guys have any other games you want me to play, comment down below. I'm actually gonna go to the part. I'm actually gonna slow down the video in just a second so you get to see the final. Hurrah! We win. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed my little video, and I'm going to go ahead and slow this down a little bit. Dominating.